We're doing something a little bit different today. We're doing a bit of online selling. So, as we found graded cards were harder to sell at our first show, we've decided to slim down the graded inventory to just popular Pokemon, and even a bit more specific within those popular Pokemon. Therefore, we have changed our eBay to a business account, and we're trialing out some sales to get an idea of fees and a general experience with the platform. I've used this account previously for personal sales, so we have some positive feedback, so I'm hoping this will help. From what we can tell from the fees page on eBay, we will get charged 30p to list an item and roughly 14% as the final value fee. With a lot of these cards being between £40 and £60, I'm thinking we need to charge postage separately, as if we absorb that cost, our fees will be a decent chunk more. For example, on a £50 card that is sent via Royal Mail Tract 48, which costs £2.70, that is an extra 5.4% we are losing out on for the value of the card. And due to eBay's new policies, you pretty much have to send items with tracking. If you don't, you have to wait for the buyer to confirm they've received the item, or wait up to 2 weeks if they do not. So we'll get back to you when we have them listed and sold. We've now listed and sold a total of 14 items in August, and the sale value ranges from £19.51 to £145 flat. So we should get a good idea of what we should and shouldn't sell on eBay. Some of the best cards we have listed were the Dialga V from Astral in a 10, the Crown Zenith Deoxys also in a 10, and the Pika Pika Promo Holo, and you've guessed it, in a 10. So collectively we sold £844.42 worth of cards. That includes £2.70 postage charge on each item. Unfortunately, the eBay fees are also charged on postage, so you do almost lose money immediately on this. This is put in place to stop people selling things for cheap but charging heavy on postage to avoid fees. It does tackle this problem but doesn't help honest sellers. We then will receive from eBay £719.68 prior to paying for postage. The deductions were as follows: 36p per item to list, 10.9% final value fee, 0.35% regulatory operating fee, 30p final value fee, and 20% VAT on the fees. So a lot of fees rolled into one essentially. I didn't realise as well that I would be charged VAT on the fees, and I'm not sure if I can get an exemption or if I have to be VAT registered to claim it back. Please drop a comment if anyone knows any more below. So if we go back to that £719.68 figure and take off postage for 14 items at £2.70 per item, this leaves us with £681.88. So this is roughly £160 less than the actual sale price, which works out to be 80.8% of the value, so a bit less than what I'd expected. This percentage return is fine for smaller items like our Dragonair that sold for just shy of £20, so around £4 in fees. But for bigger cards like the Dialga, we paid just over £20 in fees and postage. So what am I thinking? I would happily sell smaller items on eBay or anything I'm finding extremely hard to shift, but apart from that it doesn't seem economical to do so. There are incentives to get lower fees if you sell enough quantity, but I don't think that's my bag, so I don't see it getting better for me. One thing I may find it useful for, and we will revisit this in the future, is selling big cards. eBay has a worldwide reach, so if I need to sell something of high value or very niche, it could definitely help. But would it be worth just sending it to a consignor instead and getting a higher percentage? Like I say, we will revisit this at a later date if the opportunity arises, but for now we will be using the platform sparingly. Let me know how you guys get on with the platform and drop any tips you have in the comments below. Thanks for watching.